Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ship Overviews. And today we are moving into the Imperial Navy battlecruisers. What does it mean to be a battlecruiser in the Imperial Navy? Well, most importantly of all, your port and starboard firepower goes from being 30 centimeters to 45 standard to 45 centimeters to 60 centimeters standard. And every battlecruiser comes equipped with a Strength 2 dorsal lance going front, left, right. Now, we're going to begin with the Overlord. And the Overlord, I am not ashamed to say, is my favorite, unquestionably, my favorite Imperial battlecruiser. Because effectively, taking a pair of these guys renders the need to taking a battleship almost obsolete. Simply because these vessels are so well equipped and so well designed in regards to what upgrades they can take that taking a battleship as opposed to two of these babies may not be viable in many regards, depending on what you're trying to do. So let's have a look at its stats. This has a standard cruiser stat line. Nothing new up here on the top. 8 hits, 20 centimeter speed, 45-degree turns, 2 shields, 6 plus front armor, 5 plus side and rear, and 2 turrets. Now, right here, we see a change. 60 centimeter port and starboard weapons battery, it's strength 8. 60 centimeters, that's battleship quality. With the 60 centimeter front, left, right dorsal lance battery, you are reaching out and you are hitting someone. You also have a very useful strength 6 prow torpedo. Now, we have two options. You can upgrade your turrets from 2 to 3 for 10 points, or, and this is the one you should always be taking, since it's based on the Acheron Heavy Cruiser, you can get a left column shift on the gunnery table for 15 points. Always buy this. Always. This negates the long range right shift that you get for firing out of 30 centimeters. You should never, ever not take this upgrade. Turrets are optional. This upgrade is essential. Never not take this unless you really don't have any other choice. Yeah, it makes it 235 points. But you can reach out and really screw someone's day. And the real power is when you take two of them. A strength 16 weapons battery at 60 centimeters with a free left column shift equates to you punching enemies in the face with more firepower than any battleship the Imperial Navy has to offer. That, on top of 4 lances that are coming right in after it, is more than enough to annihilate an enemy battleship if you are locked on. Even worse, if you start getting closer, if you are, for whatever reason, within 30 centimeters, you are basically guaranteed to be at the far left end of the gunnery table. You will be firing a maximum number of firepower at your enemy pretty much at any given time. I cannot stress enough how good these ships are. They do have a couple of downsides. One, again, your enemy is going to notice them and they're going to want to get rid of them. If your enemy is Eldar, expect these things to be public enemy number 1, because these are dedicated Eldar killers. Because 60 centimeter weapons battery, you're going to be chopping off enemy hull points and killing enemy escorts every single round. The other thing is, when alone, these things have relatively lackluster firepower. But that's not the point. You should be taking an Overlord with another Overlord. There really is no other vessel that this thing synergizes with, and that is why the Overlord ultimately is so good. Now, if you're taking it, you want to keep this vessel behind the main line, moving parallel to the table, shooting its weapons at whatever you want destroyed that round. So you target an enemy vessel that you want your entire fleet to shoot at, you use its incredible range and great firepower, along with its companion overlords' incredible range and great firepower, knock down the enemy shields, cause some hull points, and then have all of your shorter range cruisers do the rest of the job. Also, because of the sheer amount of firepower, this functions as an excellent battleship hunter. Because, simply put, no battleship is going to look at a strength 16 weapons battery with a left column shift and 4 lances and not reconsider its life choices. The Overlord is a phenomenal craft and really functions as the best hammer at extreme range in the battleship in the battle cruiser slot. That does not mean that there aren't other really good battle cruisers, and I'm going to get on to those battle cruisers here in a moment. But recognize that this ship was made in the first edition of the game, and it is still, after all this time, easily, at least in my opinion, the best choice for a battle cruiser slot of all of the battle cruisers that came since. Alright, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my enthusiastic video about the Overlord. I hope to talk with you all again soon.